Welcome to this IGWE Kenya. My name is IGWE THEBOY. It is now 9. It's now 9. Ama tunasema 32 minutes to 22 minutes to 9 p.m. Yani dakika 22 iweze kufika saa 3 usiku saa za Afrika Mashariki. And today in the house we have a guest, none other than Dr. Leonard Momos, one of the sons of the soil from Mount Elgon constituency, who is going to lead us today. We always going to discuss with us today a very, very vibrant topic that is about governance, leadership, and development. Not only for one region, but for country or for the whole country. Actually, we are going to touch many, many areas, starting from the ward level. We come to the county level, like that nationally, and we want you also to participate, be part of this discussion. Make sure you also contribute your ideas where necessary. Welcome so much, sir.
Asante sana. Thank you very much, Wanaigwe, for visiting me today.
Thank you.
Yes.
So you can have a minute to fully introduce yourself, so that our viewers also can get to know who you are.
Thank you. Thank you, our viewers. My name is Dr. Momos Leonard. I'm a son from Mount Elgon. I come from a village called Kamwe. That's my village. And I stay there. And also I do most of the activities around that region. And equally, being a citizen of Kenya, I've also been employed and the County Assembly of Bungoma. But that aside, because I'm a Kenyan citizen and I'm a professional, the Constitution of Kenya gives us a mandate to express our views on matters governance, matters leadership and development across the country and even in our county. So that is brief about me. I do farming, and apart from farming, in my academics, I'm a strategist. I did a PhD on strategic management. So to some extent, I also draft strategic plans. I can also review, and I also train people regarding strategic, and that's what I'm talking about leadership. Leadership is all about strategy, my brother. It's about strategy of numbers. Yeah, and also governance is also about strategies. And the development don't come unless there is strategy. So that's something I do also on the side as a professional. Yeah, that's brief what I can say about myself. I'm married, and you know, it is also important.
Very important.
Yeah, I have a family, and we thank God that we are moving on well. Yeah, we thank God.
Thank you very much. So welcome so much. Feel free to interact with me here one-on-one.
Thank you.
On matters governance, leadership, and development. So I think we are going to do an overview. Of our Kenyan, of our country, Kenya. Matters governance. Politics. Leadership and development. So that we come down slowly by slowly. We want to make sure that our people, the audience who are watching us, they're also part and parcel of this discussion. So they also feel it. So guys, from wherever you're watching us, make sure you have enough data bundles, because we want you also to contribute on this discussion. Make sure you listen carefully, and also where necessary, you can share your views in comment section, or you can as well, we can give you a call. You can make a call, by the way. We allow you to make a call.
Yeah, if you can, you can make a call, it will be very good.
And our contact is there, 0741573369. You make a call, then you give us your views, the direct or live here in Elgon TV, Kenya. So now let us start doing this overview of our country, Kenya. Since the time His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto got into power. There are those things.
Since the time he took over. Yes, as the president of this country.
That is it. Yeah, there are those things. Maybe during campaign time, His Excellency was telling people maybe that my first 100 days, maybe my the first year in the office, these are things I'm going to do. Yeah, maybe you can tell us something about what you know, what you learned concerning His Excellency Dr. William Ruto.
Thank you. when I reflect back in 2022, during the campaign period, and yes, we learned a lot, and I have learned a lot personally, that governance is not about just speaking. It is about acting on what you are saying. And if you will not act on what you say, then that is not governance. That is what we call a leadership of deceit. Okay, so when I look at our current president, and there are two things that I like on what he's doing currently, and he really promised. One of the issues is touching on is the issue of the capacity of our children or of our young people, that they should be given skills, skills for them to develop, to be self-entrepreneurial in nature. And that he has really pushed that we need to have TVET institutions, so that these people are given hands-on skills. You know, my brother IGWE, if you have hands-on skills like what you are doing now, these hands-on, these are skills that you cannot snatch from you. But when you don't have these skills, you will not do anything. And through this kind of hands-on skills is what the president has been pushing. And to me as a professional, this is a plus, that we need to empower our young people with skills and knowledge. Not skills and knowledge of staying on the table. You know, people want jobs that I stay at the table and give instruction. No. Yes. Where we have reached this country, my brother, we need hands-on skills. I want to give you an example. If our young people, all of them have skills, for example, I want to give an example of Elgo, Mountain constituency. We have a lot of water coming from that side. We are getting water downstreams to Bungoma, those areas, Kimilili, where even in our home states we have water. Do we have plumbers? Plumbers is a hands-on activity. Today, my tap out there is not correct. I need a plumber. I have to call somebody away from home to get to correct the tap water. If we shall have our young people with skills around, it will be very important. Now, the president the other day announced the electricity connection. You remember that? The last mile, remember the other one that had stopped during the time of President Uhuru Kenyatta. It stopped. Now President Ruto has brought a new one after signing a contract. Now that we need to extend electricity to reach every household, do we have electricians? Because I'll have electricity in my house, yes, but do we have electricians? Hands-on skills is what we need in this country. And once our people have hands-on skills, that to me is a plus and will be self-employed, self-entrepreneurial. Number two, what I like is the housing project. You know, my brother, it looks like some people could not believe that housing is not a noble activity. And I want to appreciate the president of Kenya for this, because he's really following the Singaporean way. Singapore was a third world country, but today as I speak with you, my brother, is a first world country. But when you go to history, they say Singapore was like Kenya. Then we ask ourselves, what happened with Kenya? Singapore, they removed people from slums. They built houses, house units. And what did the housing do? It employed people. And then again, after employing people, people were removed from housing, so that the government could put infrastructure in a proper way. Today, Singapore is far. And so I want to really laud the president and say that the housing project is the way to go, and we are towards first world country. No, if not a first world Africa country, my brother. Yeah, we you know, in Africa, Kenya is also making a step. And so I want to applaud the president in the housing issue. That one is a critical issue. Like for us, Mount Elgon, do you think we don't have places that where we have slums? Even in Kapsokoi, I'm seeing some slums mushrooming slowly. Give it 10 years, give it 20 years. You'll see slums in Kapsokoi. You'll see even slums in Cheptais. So we need to start thinking on this housing issue. Now, the housing project. How many young people know how to build houses? How many? If today we say, for example, in Bungoma, in an area called Mandisini, there is 3,000 housing units that we brought there. How many young people have skills to build these houses so that they earn a living? So I really want to applaud the president on the issue of housing. It is a way that other countries have tested and it has worked. And the people now are living well. So to me, I really want to applaud the president on the issue of capacity of young people, TVETs to be there, And I think, Igwe, we need to talk about TVETs in Mount Elgon. Do
Okay,
you have
thank
it
you.
there?
I think
Yes.
we'll be coming back there later on, because I'm seeing like we are at the climax
Yes.
of this discussion.
Yes.
And you know, national government, especially the office of the president,
Yes.
has got a lot
Yes.
as far as the discussion of today is concerned.
Yes.
So I would really wish we get back. We start from the sub-county level.
Yes.
We start from the ward level.
Yes.
As we go up.
Correct.
Let me first go through the comments for those
Yes.
ones who are watching us live already. I can see Joy Namande. Joy Namande is telling us following. Thank you very much, Joy Namande. Elias K. Solomon saying nice job. Shida sina bundles leo. Pole sana. You would have said earlier we would have buy
we could have secured some bundles
at least for 100 shillings.
Yes.
So that you follow us live. Abigail Ngeiwa saying nice show, watching live from Eldoret. Thank you very much. Jacqueline Shalom Bunyasi live. Peter Chemos Medi kazi safi kabisa. Salamia Chemogi hapo, pokea salamia.
Thank you.
Yeah, Peter.
Peter, thank you.
We have somebody, Andrew Butaki. I watching live from Kakamega County. Thank you very much. Moses Kiplimo watching live from Mandera. Michelle Rotich following. Protas Meldiema watching live from Dagoretti Kono, Nairobi. Salamia mwalimu, mwambie kazi yake iko sawa na anapenda hiyo bidii yake. Anapenda bidii yako sana.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good.
You're a role model.
I'm a role model. Yes.
Keep going. Joshua Juma following from Chepube, Cheptais Ward. Thank you very much. Alex Dumayek watching from Moyale. Thank you very much. So guys, be updated and make sure you're also part of the discussion. Don't stay far. It's all about governance, leadership, and development of our areas, of our communities. So you are part of this community, and we will be so proud if you also share your ideas. Titus Towet, watching live from Kaptama. Thank you very much. To protect Victor, my teacher at Moi Kaptama. I scored A in CRE.
Yes.
2012. Kazi safi.
You see, I have also mentored some.
Mwalimu wa dini.
Mwalimu wa dini. You see, my brother, some people think we dropped it from heaven.
Yes.
Yeah, and I want to laud that guy.
Yes.
I have imparted some knowledge, but I want to tell him he should not remain with an A.
Yes.
Yeah, he should not remain in secondary school. You have to advance.
Yes, to advance.
And I want to see him become a doctor also like me.
Okay, thank you. So let's come back to the ward level.
Yes.
Like now in Mount Elgon constituency, we've got 6 wards.
Yes.
That is Kaptama, Elgon Ward, Kapkaten, Chebiuk, Chesikaki, and finally Cheptais.
Yes.
So what can you say as far as this program of governance, leadership, and development of these wards are?
Yeah. What I can say, and when I talk about governance, yes, the constituency of Elgon has 6 wards, and they have elected representatives. They're called members of the county assembly. That's the leadership. Yeah, they govern the ward. Right? You see that? So that is governance at the ward level. Now, when you come to constituency, we have a member representing the constituency called member of parliament. Yeah. So he represents MP. Now that he governs the constituency. Are you seeing that? So when you talk about governance, is the area where you have been elected or you've been given to govern. Even like a school, you can be a principal. You've been given powers to govern a school. That is governance. Now, when we look at the governance issue, you cannot separate governance and leadership. And again, you cannot separate governance, leadership, and development. Yeah, they go together. So when you talk of the governance in the ward level, the leaders that have been elected in the ward, them is to ensure that all development in the ward, all the development in the ward, it is governed at the ward level. Yeah, and those are the what I call that is under devolved units. That is county governments, right? Matters constituency is a national government issue. So we have 2 types of government. We have the national and the county. So in this respect, my brother, for example, I want to talk about governance. If you are governing a school, let me give an example: a school. You cannot start speaking for my school. Are you getting it? If you are governing school A, you cannot now start speaking about school B, because in school B, there's also another leader there. So you should be able to discuss matters that affect, first of all, your area. Now, if you wanted to discuss another area, you must show us, are you a leader who is a role model? Because you cannot discuss me when you are not a role model. So many things in the country, and I've seen in other countries, I've once traveled to Hong Kong, China in 2015, and I was lucky also to go to Sweden. Governance is about showing the people you lead. As a leader, you must have people behind you. People behind you, followers. And what the leader does, the followers also agree. And also what the leader does, he must have involved the followers. So to me, that's governance. It is the leader and the followers. They must be together. They must talk. They must negotiate, put priorities on the table, and discuss what do we want. A common agenda. That is governance. Governance is about the people. You look at our constitution, Article 1 says what? That the power belongs to the people. That the sovereign power belongs to the people. So you as a leader, you need to be together with your people. Discuss issues and priorities. What do we need to venture into? What do we need to take first? That is governance. And that is leadership. A leader who brings his people together, discuss issues, set priorities right, they will make a step. And that's leadership. And when you sit together with the leader, discuss issues, that makes it an example that development will be achieved. Very easy. So that's brief what I can discuss about governance. So that now at the constituency, at the wards, those are now people need to differentiate between the national government and the county government setup. When this thing called devolution came, many people did not understand. I will give you an example. There are projects that I can call, or some things that can be undertaken at the ward level, that things that can be undertaken at the constituency level. There are matters that are different. So people must understand the levels of engagement. And even when I stay with you, I need to know how do we engage in this project, or how do we engage in this manner of engagement. So we must be very clear on matters governance, that you govern where you are able to lead, where you lead, govern there. Show a role model, so that when people come and say, yeah, they lift a leader, there's something we need to go and borrow from a certain. That's my perspective of the governance at the world levels and at the national level. Thank you. Yes. Dunstan Sambu, this is now YouTube. Yes. Convoy IGWE, kazi nzuri, watching live from Lodwar. So that is YouTube. Yes. Let me go back to Facebook to see what people are saying. And we are continuing very well. Guys, I think you're enjoying this show, and you are ready to also share your views. Sarah Change following. Thank you very much, Madam Sarah Change. So you've at least enlightened. Yes. Yeah, the issue of governance. Yes. At least let me say, for those who are watching us live, you are learning something that kumbe, this is where my MCA controls, and this is what my MCA needs to fight for, or needs to represent. So maybe we can also get to know some of the roles of these leaders, these MCAs who are elected, so that they also know, so that this common mwananchi can also know what an MCA normally does, so that he can develop his own region or area. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you. Bwana Igwe, when you read the law, the County Government Act, and also read the Constitution of Kenya, you will find that the elected representatives have three roles. One is representation. Representation means you represent your people in the parliament. Number two, you do what we call law-making process. Law-making or legislation. Then number three is oversight. Oversight. It is broken into those three main categories. But when you get inside, there are very small issues that we again can discuss. But majorly, when you talk of representation, is all the people, for example, in a particular ward or a particular constituency, cannot all go to the parliament. They will only elect one person to represent them. That one person is now called is representing the entire constituency or entire ward or entire place. That is representation. So he speaks on the behalf of the people. And that is why I say usually that when you've been elected as a leader, whether I voted for you or not, you are my leader.
You're my leader.
And I respect you. You also need to respect, respect is two-way. That's what they say. So whether I voted in you or I did not vote, even if you will be declared a leader, I have to give you respect. At the end of the day, you'll be my leader for that period that the law talks about 5 years.
Yes.
You see, that's a classic example. So when we talk about now the matter of, that is a representation.
Yes.
I represent you by speaking about the views that touches my people. You are now being what you call representation.
Yes.
How would you take the views of the people to that maybe where you've been sent, maybe parliament, whatever? So you gather views from the people, electorates. You ask them what are the priority areas. You discuss. Let's have these small barasas in our villages, discuss issues, so that now you get grasp of the priority of an area. So that now when you speak on a matter, you've already gathered the views. That is what you call representation. Number two is what you call lawmaking process. You might find there is a problem that is existing. For example, let me give an example. We in a certain report, I don't know, it was 2019 or we were saying Elgon is rampant in terms of pregnancy. You remember that? In our schools, you see now
this year
we are being rated in that kind, and it gives us a very bad name. So what do we need to do? You might find there can be a legislation, because that's a problem. A legislation comes to sort out an issue. Number three is what we call oversight. My brother, oversight is to oversight the executive arm of government.
Yes.
Oversighting the executive arm means there are those projects that the government is undertaking in our respective areas. It is our role to ensure that those projects are executed to the last, to the point of talking of operationalize it, right? That is what we call oversight, is to keep the government in check. Those are the roles of the members of the representation, those who are elected.
Thank you.
Yes.
There are those projects maybe that belong to the county government, and those projects that belong to the national government. Because sometimes the people might be thinking that maybe the area MP has refused maybe to construct a road going from here to here, when the road maybe doesn't belong to his dockhead. So can you maybe elaborate also on that? Let us learn on that this kind of projects that maybe an MCA is supposed to undertake, and those ones that the area MP is supposed to undertake.
But I will just be very brief on that. What I've come to understand when this matter called projects, especially, let's say, example, roads, things to do with the health matters, environmental matters, land issues. I want to be very clear. The Constitution says there are those what we call devolved functions. Devolved functions, and there are national functions. Under the fourth schedule of the Constitution, you'll be able to see the national function. Like, for example, education is a national function. What has been developed is ECD and vocational training institution. Those are now for county government. So, for example, you might find I'm speaking about maybe primary and secondary schools. Those are national function matters, right? I want to give an example. When it comes to roads, we need to understand the road called classification of roads. If you not understand how roads have been classified, you will misplace yourself. There's what we call those roads that have been classified as national government roads. Those cannot be done by the county. It can only be done by the county under cooperation. They say there's what we call cooperation between the county government and the national government to execute a project. A relationship. And that is the ministry, for example, Ministry of Roads and the Ministry Department of Roads in the county. They come together, write a memorandum and say, we need to execute this road. Despite this road looks a county road, but we shall now do together. Or this road looks national, but we shall do together with the county. I want to give an example. The road from Musikoma, the one dual carriage, it was a county road. But the national government, it was national government road. But what happened? It was done by the county. The law also allows the county government strategically, in other words, I can say affirmatively, it can do a project so long as it's very strategic in nature that can spur economic growth. So classification of roads is so critical. There are even these institutions that are dealing with the issues of road network. There is Kura and Kera.
Kura and Kera.
There is Kura and Kera.
Very right.
So there are roads also classified under Kura. There are roads classified under Kera. There are roads classified under county. Yeah. So you can now see these all roads. You must be able to understand clearly. You may lay a blame to a wrong person. You might say, for example, the honorable member of parliament has not done this road. Only that it is not supposed to be done by the member of parliament. It's supposed to be done maybe by the county, or it's even supposed to be done by Kera, or is done by Kura, which is a national institution. So it is important. What I want to enlighten here is before you speak on any project, first of all, have background information. Is this road classified under which area? Then you can now be able to speak about it. But laying blames where you do not understand even yourself, it is something that I call it, it's backwardness. Because let's understand things. What is developed, what is not developed. Yeah, and then be able to understand that the county and national can do what we call cooperation of projects. They can be able to execute. Yeah, like for example, health. Health is a devolved function. It's totally devolved, but there are some aspects in health that is not developed, and those aspects that are not developed is within with the national government. So for example, the matters of KMTC. KMTC, this is an institution to train medics. It's still national. That is not county in terms of trainings.
Yes.
Trainings is national. So that's what I will be able to, we must be able to understand law, read it and understand.
True.
Yeah. So that's what I would want to say.
I think guys, we are proceeding very well, and we are happy that you're also watching out there, and you also sharing your comment as here with us. I can see Edki saying good discussion for following live from Kamuneru. Igwe ukimaliza na doctor mkumbushe how life was good pale campus Sendera SA. Ukiwa mwalimu pale Sendera.
Yes.
Kama life was good. Asante sana. Alanes Mosong, salamia jirani wangu wa nguvu, pokea salamu ya Alanes. Charity Murugor, watching live from Chepwari, Kamuneru. Chepwari, Kamuneru location. Salamia daktari sana. Liz Letin, I am following here. Keep watching from Upper House Resort Kimilili. Salamia daktari. Mjukuu wa Timona following. So thank you very much. So we have this road from Kaboyo, from Kaptama, going to Chesito, going to Kaboyo, up to Kitwamba there.
Yes.
Or at we can say Chwelendogo.
Chwelendogo. There's another Chwelendogo there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can start classifying as we go up to Chepkube there. Yeah. You tell people, is that a county road or a national road?
What I want to say, Igwe, I want to be very clear. There are roads that traverse various regions for purposes of connecting. I want to give an example. The one from Kamkuywa, Kaptama, Kapsokony, Kopsiro, all the way to Cheptais. You see, it is traversing the entire region. That's a national government road. Then we have what we call feeder roads, small roads. That's below 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers, that is a county road. No, that's not a county road. Those are feeder roads. Okay, very small roads. Those are what we call strategic connecting roads. Those can be done below 5 kilometers, can be done by the MCA, or the county government, in terms of the really ward. There's even ward roads. Is a ward road is a road that does not connect with another ward. It is just within the ward. Within the ward. But there is a road that is connecting one ward and another one. It now goes beyond. It becomes now a county road. For example, if the one you are talking about, the one getting to Kaptama, you get to Chesito, Kaboywa, and then going to Chwelendogo. You see, that road, and finally Kitwamba. That road is beyond 5 kilometers. It has a lot of kilometers to be covered. So those roads are strategic in nature because it's connecting a region. The upper side. So those roads can be classified as county roads because it's too long. An MCA cannot execute that. It requires a lot of millions. My brother, a lot of millions. I want that is a county road because it's beyond 5 kilometers.
You have another one from Konatatu.
Yes.
Going to Kongit.
Yes.
then back up to Captain.
Yes.
Round like that.
Round like that, yes.
Yeah, we have another one from Kaberwa.
Yes.
The one you had mentioned earlier.
Yes, yes.
Like that up to Forest.
Forest, yes.
Kitale, up there.
Yes.
We have this one you also mentioned from Sendera.
Sendera, you go to Koshok, you go to Kibieto, Kaberwa, and then back to Kibuk.
Yes. or even
yes.
back to Kimobo.
Or back to Kimobo, yes, yes.
We go again in front,
Yes.
We have this one from
Kapkaten. No, yes, begin from Kapkaten, Cheptonon. Then you go to Kaimugul. You go to Kipsikrok, and then down like that you go to Landbi.
Landbi.
Yes, you see those roads.
Yes.
And then there's another road from Masaek. You go to Kipsigon. You go to Uruma like that. Then you get back like that. You know, those are roads that are strategic in nature.
Yes.
And so those can be classified.
We have this one from, yes. It's good we mention all of them.
Yes, we mention all of them.
Yeah,
yes.
From, let's say Namuela.
Namuela, yes, Namuela.
Like that,
Kapkurongo, yes.
Around like that.
Yes.
Then you go up to Embakasi.
Cheskaki. Yes, Cheskaki.
Embakasi.
Yes.
We have another one from Toroso.
Toroso, yes.
Yes. You go down like that up to
Kapkoto, yes. I remember that road. Goes down and then you get somewhere.
And then to Cheptais.
Cherendo, that route.
Cherendo, that route, right.
Yeah.
We have another one from Mulatiwa,
yes.
You go to Chemondi.
Yes.
Like
that, and then you go to Marigo. Then you get to Cheptais. Yes.
Go like that, you could.
Yes. Those roads are beyond 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers. And so it becomes strategic.
We have this one from Cheptais Center.
Yes.
Go to
Kipsis, yes. Kamarang, like that. And then you go up to Chepkube, maybe the other side. You connect the other side, you turn like that.
Chepkube like that.
Yes.
So those roads,
those in fact, IGWE, those are very strategic roads. If you tell me what should be done and our people should propose, are those roads. Why? It really connects places. Like the one we have mentioned, the one from Toroso or from Latiwa there. It's connecting Chesikaki and Cheptais Ward. You see, and it strategically connects our people. Once these roads are done, these are I'm calling it county roads. And part of the leadership, part of the governance is we need to deal with those matters that are a priority in nature. Priority in nature. It's going to serve a larger population. So to me, those roads we have mentioned across, if those roads are done, they are almost like around 5. You've seen, we have not around 6 or 7.
6, 7 there.
Yeah, and of course, if they are county roads and the county does not have enough resources,
what can you should not forget this one from from Kimkum.
From Kimkum, you get to Kimobo. Is it
not Kimobo?
Not Kimobo.
You go like that.
Yes.
You pass Kibuk Primary.
Yeah, Kibuk Primary.
You go down until you reach a place called Koateso Chinuko. It's called what? There is a name. Then you come out from Chesams.
Are you talking of the areas of number one?
Number one.
Yes.
But you pass from down.
From down, yes.
From Kimkung here.
From Kimkung, yes. I know. Here. Yes.
You go to Kimkung Primary like that. Then you go round.
Yes. Yes.
Kipchiria.
Yes, Kipchiria. Those areas of Masindet, those areas.
Masindet like
yes,
that.
yes.
You go Kamenjo.
Then you get the Chesams. Yes.
It's another
strategic road.
And I remember the area MP tried to add Maram there.
Yes.
This one of Kaboyo.
Yes.
Put Maram also. This one of Konatatu Kongit, Maram. And that one of Masaek.
Yes.
Sigon.
Yes.
Up to police. It is still under
renovation maintenance.
Maintenance. So also doing the maraming. I think the roads we are left with, and the area MP should focus on. Also put more energy on it. This one from Landbi. Said.
Landbi to
very important.
Very important. You see, IGWE, what I'm talking about, and this is just my view that our leaders, I will request that. This is on good faith. Why should we deal with the strategic roads? There are only 3 things that affect a human being. The rest are added advantage. One is accessing roads. If we shall have proper roads, going to school is easier.
Yes.
Going to hospital is easier. And business will immediately grow up. Right? So you'll be able to see, if we shall have strategic roles, like the ones we have mentioned, see how impact it will create. And so our leaders must join us. Me, I like the leadership model of let's come together and reason. Yeah, let's reason together. Which road is more important first? Yeah, I want to see where leaders will sit in a table and start discussing priorities. We will be very well, my brother. When we shall discuss priority roads, and if we shall open roads, and I want to give credit to leaders when they speak to the president that the issue is roads. Yeah, let me tell you, my brother. You know, when you are in a certain place, yeah, and you are requesting, there are things you need to put in place. One is ensure that you have done what we call groundwork. Yeah, I don't want to begin this project and somebody comes and says, stop it. Yeah, we must have consensus. And that is why our region, we must sit down in a round table and say, what are the priority roads for us to open and maintain continuously? Whether rain comes, these roads are passable. The other day, you find maybe a woman could be sick from, let me say, Kipsikrok. The nearest hospital is where? I want to ask you. From Kipsikrok up there, the nearest hospital is probably Kopsiro. Landby. Do we have a connecting road to Landby? The road is impassable. These are things that we can sit down and agree as leaders. Because me, I call them as my leaders and I respect them. Let them come together and discuss these priority ends. These are things when you sit at the table, they can now be able to present and say, okay, county government handle this. National government handle for us this. That is how people have moved far. Yeah. Speaking together. So on terms of roads, in fact, those roads you have mentioned, from Kaptama, those roads, the area we've mentioned, going up to the Pelendogo, those are strategic roads. Yeah. This one we've mentioned, Konatat, going the way to Kongil like that, strategic roads. When we shall have these roads in place, maintained and properly done, gravel well, our food from our farms, food crops, will reach market very fast. Very fast. We will be safe. Yeah, even some markets will just grow up itself. You will find some markets in Kongit or in Buga over there. You will find some markets even in Kibieto or even in like Ipsigon market. It is growing up. I'm telling you, my brother, the day we shall have tarmac in Kibisigon, Kibisigon will be number 3 in terms of business. Yeah, right. You can see it is struggling, but with what? With such kind of a road. It's struggling. You know, Chebiuk Wood is very big. Chebiuk Wood is big. Big. Yeah. When you are at Kibisigon, yes, there is a road going to Kubra. To Kubra, yes. Very far. Very far. So you really, when you travel, you know, you like using a motorbike. Yeah. In fact, when you travel, you find, is this really Mount Elgon? This is another country. It is very far. That I honestly agree with you. So we need to open up this area. Once we open up this region, I'm telling you, it will be number 1 in terms of economy. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. So guys, don't sleep. Kindly. We need your views here, and we are very sure. Sometimes you might think that you are not making an impact through sharing this, because these leaders normally read these views. Yes. And they can find one good comment that can at least change the development of our areas. Yeah. I can see Karen Manu watching live. Thank you very much. Rahab Kirich, part of live. Thank you. Robin Limo following live from Nanyuki. My good friend, Bwana Doctor. Robin. Okay, thank you. Hello, Junior Wasai. Better governance is what we need. Thank you very much. Monuko Kimtai Lawi following. I like how Bwana Daktari is elaborating clearly for society. One question. In terms of development in constituencies, what normally happens that we have some constituencies are more developed than others. You go to Kabuchai, they are ahead of Mount Elgon, the same in Kimilili and many others. Can Daktari make it clear for us? The question is yours. When you do a comparison among the 3, that is Mount Elgon, Kabuchai and Kimilili, in terms of development. Do you think
Kimilili is more developed than Mount Elgon in terms of what we discussed. Though you'll be coming there later, I wanted us to move to another department.
Yes.
We've discussed about the Department of Roads and Networking.
Yeah, networking.
Yeah, so it is good now we come to the Department of Health because there are some facilities that people might think that maybe this hospital is the way it is because of poor governance from the area MP or the area MCA. So it would be better if our people know who is handling this project and why is it the way it is today. So you're welcome. After that, we go to
matters education.
And finally, we can look at employment.
Correct.
Yeah, in our area. We also have natural resources. How do we benefit? Because we are the primary producers of whatever is feeding Bungoma.
Correct.
So let's go to health very quickly.
Now, health is a default function. Health, we have dispensaries. That is the lowest unit. And we have the health centers. We have the sub-county. We have the county and referral. These are under, that is level 4, level 5. But you know, from level 6, it becomes national. Now, in terms of a dispensary, it is a day health center. Or it's a day, they only operate at the day from 8 to 5. That's what we call a dispensary. Yeah. So if you have a dispensary in your village, it only operates from 8 to 5. But when you have a health center operates at least for 24 hours. So going upwards, sub-county to county, it operates 24 hours. Right? So those people must understand that kind of arrangement. So now, when you talk about health, when people have good health, I'm very sure, and good roads are there, the other things will be in itself fall in place. So when you look at Kapsokony, for example, we have Cheptais, right? Those are our 2 biggest facilities.
Yeah.
Over time, even I ask you, IGWE, Kapsokony, the way it is, has it changed since you were born? I used to see Kapsokony the way it is. Although it is improving but slowly. Yeah, it is improving but slowly.
We have Mr. Macron.
Yes.
2 kilometers.
Yeah, the 2 kilometers. Yes.
That the His Excellency.
Yes.
The Governor Lisaka. They left.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is there.
Like my brother, let me tell you. I'll tell you for a fact, and this is in good faith, and this is my opinion. I will tell you, Kapsokony Hospital as it is, it has no room for expansion. Why?
Why?
This upper side is a road. The other side is the church. The back side are people residential. The other side is the road. If today we want to build a bigger structure, where will we go?
Yeah.
You see, as leaders or as people, we must also start thinking, how do we make that place to grow? You know, today we are saying we need to build, like, for example, a male ward or a female ward where our people will be able, as they get medication, can be treated. Yeah, we need to build a theater. We need to build it can be there, but we can have another place which can easily make it grow. I want to give an example. If you go to Referral Bungoma, it has a chunk of land where we can build other stuff. You see the 300 bed capacity. So can we build 300 bed capacity in Kapsokony?
No.
Where's the space? We don't have space, and also it requires space. So we must also start thinking. Some people say thinking outside the box. If the box is there, if the box is there. So like health facility, Kapsokony has not changed. The one I knew. And what we need to think, I'll tell you, my brother, we have people in Mount Elgon. We have people, and let me remind you, my brother, there was a meeting you held in Nairobi, in Sarofa Hotel, you remember? There were so many professionals there.
Yeah.
When I was following you, I was following you
Over
online.
200.
Over 200. Say,
Even
I am
others are
this.
locked outside.
Yes, I am doing this. People have serious position in this region. But these people, and I'm telling them today, if we are strategic enough, should we just come back to the region, even do a very serious Arambe, and get this facility improved from where it is now? Because this problem where we just remain to be lamenting society. We lament A, we lament B, we lament C. We must now begin to be problem solvers. Our problems we must sit down and solve them, my brother. Nobody from outside will want to come and solve for your problems. You must think of how to solve a problem from yourself. Even other regions are thinking of to solve the way somebody is asking here that Kimilili is better than Mount Elgon. Yeah, I may not know which survey he did. What is better than Elgon? For example, we are the food basket. That's true. We grow much of crops. Yeah, but I want to say this, that we are the people to ensure that our region grows well. I'm pitting some areas. Like Kaptama. It is only as a dispensary called Kaborom down there. Without that, people will either go to Kamkuya down there or come to Kapsokoni or go to Kimilili. We, for a long time, I used to see Kaptama being called a division. You remember that? It used to be called a Kaptama division. Yeah. But now, does it have a health facility that is big? That is bigger. It does not have. Strategically, also, we could have put, like, for example, the Kaborom one, or either strategically to handle the upper people from the upper region of Kaptama, we must strategically get a place there.
There is a dispensary.
Yes, within the town.
Near the police station.
Yeah, near the police station.
Yeah, there's a dispensary.
That's a dispensary. It only works for a day. And you know, Kaptama is growing market.
It's growing, yeah.
It requires a facility that runs for 24 hours, for example. So we need to think of how do we sort out the problem of sickness in that region. We need a facility. That's what we call strategic decision need to be made to make that dispensary grow. And we can only make it grow when we have infrastructure done. And that is literally a county function. If the county does not have money, we as the people of this region, we must come together and pull resources together to make that place look better. But if we run away, my brother, and then you speak from Nanyuki or you speak from Nairobi, that what is happening with our region, you blame people. Come back. Let's reason together and we do something together. We'll make this region. So in terms of health, we really have a problem. Like, look, for example, from Sendera, go to Nomorio, go to Kibuk. Have you seen any dispensary there?
From Sendera?
Sendera, Nomorio, Kimobo, Kibuk.
Sendera, they depend on these ones located at Koshok.
Yes, the one Koshok. It is very small. It is very small. Yes, and that one is only day. Yes,
the Nomorio one.
Yes,
is not working.
It's not working.
It is now a house of somebody.
Yes,
someone is staying there.
Yes, you see.
Sambocho, they depend.
Leave the Sambocho. Leave Sambocho. Yes. Strategically, Sambocho have left it aside because they depend from the mission.
Yeah, the vision.
Mission there. And the Kamuneru, because we have a Kamuneru health center. Yes. Yeah, it's now a health center. So it is serving people up to Sambocho and up to Sendera. You see, in between here, we should strategically locate a health facility to solve the entire population in between there. So that if it defeats that facility, it can go to Kapsokon. Right? And that is strategically what I'm saying. It should be able to handle our issues. Go to like areas like Cheptonon, go to Toyondet, but you go to Kaimugur. Those areas of Kaimugur. Where is our health facility there?
No,
there are problems. People suffer. Yeah. So to me, we need to think strategically on allocating some health facilities to come and solve the issue of disease control in our area. Once people have good health, my brother, these other things will fall in place.
Thank you. So in Mount Elgon constituency, we've got 3 sub-counties.
Yes.
That is a Mount Elgon sub-county, Kopsiro sub-county, and Cheptai sub-county.
Yes.
And you've mentioned it well. We've got this Mount Elgon sub-county hospital.
Yes.
That is in Kopsiro town.
Yes.
I think also the Kopsiro one is a sub-county hospital.
Yes, it's a sub-county.
Hospital.
For Kopsiro.
For Kopsiro sub-county.
Yes, yes.
And we've got the one for Cheptai sub-county. And you said a lot concerning the 3 sub-county hospitals.
Yes.
The issue of drugs. The issue of drugs. The issue of, let's say, enough doctors and nurses. Yeah, okay, do you think they have got enough drugs, they have got enough doctors, those who work in the hospital, so that even the county government can get to hear that. And if there is any problem, we find out to solve it. Given that we have the PS for health who comes from our region, from our area.
Yes.
Yeah. What do we brag about? That because we have the PS for health, we are now having this. We are now seeing this going to happen. It will be so good. What can you say about drugs and manpower?
Drugs is critical in terms of, especially those who are medics in that field. I'm not a professional in that line. But what I want to say is when you are taken to a health facility, yes, you'll be treated. Drugs is critical, right? Because if we do not have drugs, the doctor will not work. So the doctor is dependent on drugs. That I need to have this so that I diagnose this disease, right? So if the drugs are available, then the doctor will be able to do, or the nurse will be able to do their work professionally. But when we don't have drugs, you are rendering the medic jobless. But they are ready to work. There is this clamor where we, and I think this everybody should be able to understand, we have a challenge with the human resource. Yeah. And also this matter called wage bill. So the problem we have in this country is the wage bill. The wage bill is getting higher, but the revenues are very scarce. And so, yes, I'll agree that we still have fewer medics. We need to employ, the county government need to employ more medics to handle these cases. And my take will be on this, my brother. Why I'm insisting on strategic facilities to handle strategic points than the mushrooming of these small ones. You see, I don't need to mushroom another one here and there. It stretches on human resource. We better put capacity on the existing, improve services, bring in so many other issues within the existing ones, we make it better. That is my take. It will not pull on the human resource, right? So to me, we still have fewer numbers of human resource which need to be employed by the county government. But having said that, my brother, in terms of employment of the medics as the region, can we brag and say we have enough people who have trained in this field? Do we have enough people? Yeah. It is something that I also want to encourage our people, that we also need to go and take these courses, health courses. Let's take them, yeah, so that now we can be able to come back. If for example, I want to give an example. If the people of Mountain, and I remember seeing you people in Sarova, you are saying there was a medic saying, I'm a medical doctor here, I'm a medical doctor here. They can even do what we call medical camps to our region. They can be saying, okay, in a certain day, we are going to Mount Elgon place, like sub-county, we are offering a free medical camp to our people, right? How many people come out? Very many. So I would want to ask our people that also let us take these courses, health-related courses, so that we can come back and even do medical camps to our people. Once you do medical camps, you treat our people. We will be okay and we'll be safe. So to me, I feel, yes, we have human resource capacity issues, but at the moment, I want to ask our people, also let us go for these courses, so that we can come back and give back to the society. That depending on some people we are not seeing. Yeah, let them also go to colleges, come back, and like for me, I may need a personal doctor. Yeah. At the comfort, I went to Sweden. Let me tell you how it works there. I went to Sweden 2 weeks, and I was shocked that the medics don't work in hospitals. What happens is they have a certain, you remember the guys who walk around doing immunization, they have a certain bag. In Sweden, they have equipped these doctors with a motorbike. Yeah, like yours, yeah, motorbike. But at the back, there is some sort of, I call it a box. Inside is packed with drugs. Now, me as a person, as an individual, I only call a doctor. There is free toll numbers for all doctor. I just call a doctor is within the community. So the doctor runs, the doctor operates from his house. And it treats a lot of people. So if it is the bed, it is your bed, my brother. Comes and treats you in your bed. That is Sweden. Can we reach that one in Kenya? If we have enough human resource people who have been trained in this area, that is, in fact, for the Sweden, there's no need of building hospitals. Because we have medics around. My neighbor, hey, my neighbor, come around, my friend, I am sick, and I'll be treated, my brother. So that's what I will say. In terms of health, we need to literally think strategically.
Okay, lastly, on that department is about...
no, you mentioned something about we have a PC, we have a PS. You mentioned you have a PS. And this one also I want to ask the PS, with humility. We need to reap some resources. We need to reap some goodies from that position he holds. Yeah. The other day he brought an ambulance in Kapsokon. That's okay. But I would want to see serious machines in Kapsokon, like a theater. You know, for example, not even theater, generator in Kapsokon. It is a 60 kVA. 60 kVA is not enough. Yeah, it will require 120 kVA. In fact, I'm asking him again. He must do something for Kopsiro, for Cheptais, to spur, let the facility look better, that it can offer array of services. Like now, Kapsokoni cannot offer some services. You know that one. IGWE, you know that one. It cannot offer matters strategic in terms of health.
Yeah.
Even Kopsiro cannot. We have to rush people to Bungoma. Even Cheptais, there are matters they cannot handle. But the medics there, they will tell you, if you give us this, we'll be able to work. If you give us this, we'll be able to work. So I want to request our PS, strategically from the position is, we want to see some goodies coming down. What he has done, we appreciate, but we want more.
We need more.
In this government where the president is saying, remember where you come from.
Where you come from.
He is telling them, remember where you come from.
Charity
begins at home. So I want to request him to still pumping resources from up there to the people, and I will be happy. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I wanted you to elaborate something on starting a morgue.
Yes.
A mortuary.
A mortuary.
Because you see, whenever we want to, whenever a person dies, he or she is taken to the delight, Gaftola, or in Bungoma.
You know, IGWE, you are telling me to remember a certain story, and I was told, and like we people in mountain, we live like as if we will not die one day. That's a true fact. We will not live eternally here unless Jesus comes back.
Yes.
If he comes back, I'm very sure. Jesus said he will take others to heaven and others will not go to heaven. But the truth be said, there is a history I was told that there was a day they wanted to build this mission, also that is in Lugulu.
Yes.
They needed to build it in Kapsokoni. Those days. Yeah. But people said, hey, we don't want this thing here.
In Lugulu, or this one at Kimilili.
At Kimilili, probably.
This one, ICM at Kimilili.
This one, ICM. Yeah. So people say, so you want to bring us this thing here? No. That is a bad omen. We don't want that thing. But we fail to accept the reality.
The fact.
We have to accept the reality. It is true. And that is why I was telling you, is there room to expand Kapsokon? The answer is no.
No.
We must strategically find a place where we can put up such a facility. We know one day we will not live eternally in this earth. One day we'll go. So we must also, as people of region, have a place where we can also say, if your day has come, that is a place where you rest for some few days before you be taken for your final home.
Yeah.
So to me, I agree with you that we need such a structure. And I think this one, PS can pick such a kind of a strategic thing. Let's have a morgue. Yeah, let's have a morgue.
To bring revenue back home.
Yeah, it will bring things back home.
And create employment.
Yeah, you know, we people, we are taking things outside. Then we now come back home and start lamenting. But we are taking a lot of resources outside. Why can't you also circulate the resources within?
Because we have people who sell these coffins.
Yes.
50,000, 100,000.
And we buy them. You find us doing a lot of arambes, yeah? Doing a lot of arambes. You know, let's also try to find out. Although this thing we don't love at it and say it is good, but let me tell you, we are exposing ourselves. Let us also bring some infrastructure, some developments in our region. It will save us a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Comment section, I can see people commenting. Wanambuko Joel saying salamia huyo jamaa sana. Larry Lagat saying ndo kudonjo kudose. Wanambuko kwa mara nyingine nawapata live. Waja credit yangu. I promised him credit.
Okay.
I think I'll be buying you credit after this. I've got your number. Nairobi, Kenya nakupata live. Thank you. Robin Chebrot. Robin Chebrot is the director at Press TV.
Oh, yeah. Robin Chebrot.
Ile kazi yake walimu. Yes. Kidogo inamfungia timu.
It's not whatever.
Yeah. He's saying, watching live from Cheptais, napenda namna Juma anavyo dadavua swali nyeti kuhusu mlima wetu.
Asante Robin.
Joey ni mwalimu wangu atumia Kiswahili sanifu sana.
Kiswahili sanifu, maswala nyeti. Haya ni maswala nyeti kweli.
Yes, sasa. So we are continuing well. I think matters help. Kama kuna mali if you feel the guest has forgotten to mention, or even me, have forgotten to ask, then you have a time to ask them here on comment section. Then we'll be going through that comment. So yeah, we are jumping to another department. I think that's the Department of Education, another wide department across the country. And here we need to really discuss much more concerning that. For him to be a doctor, how to be called a doctor, he went through education.
Yeah, it's true.
And he's a role model. Sometimes he normally goes out in schools doing mentorship programs, motivating students in schools. So he's a good mentor. So I wanted him to take us through education generally before coming back to Mount Elgon constituency.
Igwe, I want to say first of all, when I talk about education, I want to say also I've gone to school. I'm properly gone through the education system. There's this thing called 844. You know, I finished 844. That system, you know, there's a system called CBC. Yeah.
Before 844, which one was there?
It was 2, 3, 60, something like that. Yeah. And then 844 came in.
Yeah.
Of course, 844 came in, and I discovered I finished 8, 4, then 4.
Yes.
So I finished that system.
Yes.
So I'm happy that I finished that system.
Yes.
But again, I want to say that to my viewer, and I want to say there is a statement somebody said, Eli Kipchoge said, no man is limited. We must not look down upon ourselves. We can make our steps, and if I give you my history, how I managed to reach where I've reached, you may wonder what happens. But where you put your hands to do, God even says, I will help you do it. God has said, will make us heads. So we must trust in God. Personally, I finished secondary. I went to diploma. I have done diploma. I have tested diploma in this country. I have done degree. Yeah, I have done masters, and I have done PhD. Right? All this is not simple. I come from a very I just say humble background. Yeah. Yeah. And what I used to do is that zeal of I want to move. Just that heart alone. It makes something better. So I want to encourage somebody out there that don't look at yourself and say, now I don't have fees. First thing, go to class.
Go to class.
Fees will come. Even some of us will now find route to help you. So that is what I want to say. So I want to encourage you, my brother or my sister who's watching. It is important that education is the only equalizer. It is the equalizer. And this is where it equalizes both the rich and the poor. Is education. So let me talk about education, my brother. Education, I usually see it as the only route that we as a community can also compete with other places. Without education, you cannot compete with other regions. If today we ask how many professors we have from the mountain, they are accountable, my brother. How many doctors do we have? They are accountable. If we come back to those who are, there are those days when we used to say that going to university was lucrative. You remember those days? But when everybody went to university, they said now degree is not needed. We now need masters. By the time you see masters, people have now gone to PhD. So you see, so my point is this: we are doing very well as a region, but we are not doing very well. I want to make that comment. We are not doing very well, and I want to say we have enough primary schools, we have enough secondary schools. But my question is this: in terms of basic down here, we are better off. But up there, where skills are impacted, my brother, where is it? Where is it? Because now, when when you go to the society now, and I'll ask you, which is the larger population out there? The largest population between those in school and those not in school.
Those not in school.
Those not in school are many. And I'll tell you, there are those who have dropped from class 8, right? Or they only finished class 8 and dropped. They could not join Form 1.
Yes.
There are those who joined Form 1 or Form 2 and dropped. There are those who ended in Form 4, right? Now, after Form 4, what else?
What else?
After Form 2, what else? After dropping from class 8, what else? And that is why when you go to other regions, they have put these facilities called vocational training institutes. That you as a person who have even dropped from class 7, you can start an artisan. Artisan is you get skills, hands-on skills.
Yes.
Like today in my house, I need some person to fix for me electricity. I could have called a neighbor from around, come and fix, and he gets some coins to go and make a living, right? Like plumbing. Plumbing, you don't need any paper. You only need your hands and energy. And go and get to become a plumber. Skills. So we don't have institutions to give skills to our people. And this is something that I cry for. And I also want to ask our leaders, honestly, that we need to come up with the institutions that can impact skills to our people. For example, today, we have a lot of vehicles in Mount Elgon now. Yeah, only that the road has not started doing what we call public transport. But we have a lot of buses in our schools. Where's the mechanic?
Yes.
That we do all service in community.
Very important.
Why can't we do services in Kapsokwa? Why can't we do services in service of these vehicles in Cheptais?
Yes.
Why can't we do these services in Kaptama? Where are the engineers, my brother? We are taking money outside instead of inside. Yeah. Are you seeing my point here?
Yes.
Is we need to find institutions, and I want to give an example. This is what Singapore did. Singapore looked at its youthful stage, and it found that majority of the young people who are not in the higher learning institutions, they were not there, and they were not in the basic, but they were in between here, and the majority are at home. Singapore, what it did, it came up with many of the vocational training centers to train people with skills. They became hands-on people. Yeah. Those who make bricks, those who can build, those who can do electricity, those who can do plumbing, those who can do electricity, like engineering. And after that, the country called Singapore could be able to export skills, export labor. People who are hands-on. Like, for example, Bungoma will be building 3,000 houses. Who could be the Elgon could be exporting people to go there and work as fundis. Like in the stadium, I wanted to see a person from Mount Elgon in the stadium as a fund. I did not see anyone there. Meaning we even lack people hands-on skills.
Yes.
And then, my brother, we are doing very well, but I wanted us to add in some. We need just to inject in something little. And what I want to inject in is this group that is neither in college, this group that is neither in secondary, it is a dropping group. But I wanted us to that group should be helped by coming up with the institutions to give them skills that is hands-on. Number 2, we do not have a higher institution in our region. And I'll give you an example. Since I was born, I have seen Kapsokoni the way it is. I've never seen a new structure coming up. Apart from the one in the radio station in Kapsokoni, this radio station. To Lopcon, yes. That building, and maybe the one for Cam stores down there. What another new building have you coming up in Kapsokoni? It's still the same Kapsokoni. Kapsokoni is not growing for around many years. Even Cheptais, it is not growing. We must inject something to Kapsokoni. Now you see, if people refuse, so my take is this: we must bring out an institution, and I want to suggest something, and I want to ask our people and our viewers and our leaders in good faith, and I want to give you 3 examples. Then I'll give you my thoughts. 1, we have an institution called Kibabi University. How did Kibabi University start? It started from Kibabi Technical College. They killed Kibabi Technical College to start Kibabi University now. My brother, that's a real example from our own county called Bungoma. There is another university called Masinda Muliro University. There is a college they killed, they call Western College of Arts and Social Sciences. It was called WECO in short. It was killed so that Masinda Muliro is today a university. That's the second example. And that example is Narok University, which used to be Narok TTC. It was killed, and the university now is there. What happened to Narok town? The town grew. What happened to Kakamega? Kakamega grew. What is happening in Kandui and the environments of Kibabi? It is growing. My take is this: we must be able to sacrifice. And I want to say this. There was somebody who saying, a pressure from outside kills, but a pressure from inside, life starts. I don't know whether you understand that statement. An egg, you know an egg?
Yes.
If you pressure an egg from outside, it will break and you'll kill, right? But what if it is the pressure from inside? It means there is a small what? There is something inside which is coming out. So something must come from inside. not from outside. For us to survive as Mount Elgon, and this is what I'm thinking. Kapsokoni boys, I've seen it for my time. I've seen it. I've also seen Kaptama boys. I've also seen Cheptais boys. These three schools are very old enough. I want to propose something. For you to begin a university as a region, even me as a doctor, sometimes I do what you call side hustle. I lecture Kibabi. Okay? So I do those side hustle. If today you give me an opportunity to propose, and I propose this to our leaders, is let's begin a higher institution in our region. And it will not begin in a new, like we start a new fresh thing. We will not manage it. We are supposed to begin from the existing structures.
Kill something?
Yes. You kill something for something to happen. Even Jesus died for us to be safe. Yeah. And I'll propose for the Kapsokoni town to grow. We need a university in Kapsokoni boys. If today, and I'm proposing to our leaders, this is free. You try it and you'll see, this is 2020, 2024. You propose there, tell Kapsokoni boys, we wind up Kapsokoni boys, give it to a peer campus like Kibabi, start a campus there. They will not need to build the classrooms. The classrooms are already there. The dormitories are already there. I'm telling you, my brother, how many people in Kapsokoni town will build rental houses?
So many.
Even the mama mboga outside Kapsokoni will start benefiting by selling the vegetables from the fences of the university. If we begin, because we have some Kapsokoni is old enough. Plots will appreciate. Automatic. The roads will be built. In every year we have what we call graduation. You know, our people used to come down. Is there any graduation in the mountain? No. Usually come to Kibabi, you go to Masinde, you go to somewhere else. But when people start coming to Mount Elgon, they will start seeing the importance of Mount Elgon. And that will attract tourism attraction. It will attract directly, my brother, because of such an institution. So to me, if we wind up Kapsokoni boys in good faith, Kapsokoni should stop competing with the Chemwesus which has come the other day. Kapsokoni is an old school. Competing with the Buka up there. No. We must start thinking. I told you we think outside the box if the box is there. So my take is...
we assume that the box is there.
Yes, let's assume the box is there. We should think outside. If you ask me today, I will tell you we wind up Kapsokoni boys. But also I want to propose this. This is for the county government. There is a project called High Altitude Center in Chemoge. If that thing has refused to become operational, put it to be a university there. If you don't want to wind up Kapsokoni, put a university there. And things will start to change. People from the local will start benefiting directly. How many people will be employed in that university?
So many.
How many people will start training and getting skills I'm talking about?
So many.
So many. So in terms of education, we have not focused on after Form 4. After Form 4, many of our children go to Mati. And the other day, the MP for Kimili was saying he wanted it to be upgraded to a national polytechnic. What are we saying as a region? We also need to say, we need to put up a campus here. Let's also begin an institution here. I like there is an idea of KMTC at Kapsokoni. But even building itself, it's coming slowly.
Which began last year.
Last year. It's growing, yes. But if we shall have a university automatically will start a school of nursing, medical school, and that KMTC will be automatically taken by the university. And I'm telling you, it will grow. It will grow because now we have all the resources and people around here. So many people will be employed. Those who are doctors, those who are people will be taken there, get employment. How many people will be taken there on job opportunities? Much of it. So we always, unajua sisi tumebakia tukungoja kazi ya askari. Hiyo ndio kazi watu wetu wanangoja tu. No. Kuna kazi ya pesa mingi. Tunaacha inatembea, tunaita watu wa mbali. So me, I want to ask our people that in terms of education, let's focus on this group that's neither in school or college. These people of the youthful age up. So me, I want if we have them in this institution to have skills, we will have helped this region. Na hii region itakuwa the most competitive region because it has people who have skills to work. We will export it to Kimilili. We will be telling Honorable Masbarasa, we have plumbers to come and fix your water issues down there. So that is my take in terms of education. Let's focus on the youth that are neither in college or in primary. They are just here. Hapa katikati tu, we will focus on them. That is my take on terms of education.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So guys, education matters. We are through. And I'm sure if you'll be following or if you'll follow later, don't disappoint. Make sure you also contribute your ideas. Matters education. You said that we have to kill some some things for others to survive.
Yes, something has to die.
To evolve.
Even a crop, a seed, it has to die for another one to germinate. That's a fact.
Yeah. So those are facts about development in the region, and let the leaders now go and analyze. This, or if they want, they can as well invite the doctor.
I can share more with them in their meeting. We can. I've always said, let's come together and reason together.
So thank you very much. So we are left with about, let me check on my time. We are left with about 27 minutes to wind up the show today. Actually, I'm feeling busy. I've worked all the 3 days consecutively. The other day I was in Nakuru. For function, I traveled the whole night. Then on Saturday I was live, traveled again the whole night. On Sunday yesterday I was live at Kimilili.
You see, you're also working.
I'm also working.
And this is technical. These are skills. We cannot take it away from you.
So it's not easy.
We
are trying to to give out information of what is happening. So at least we've shared education, we discussed about roads and networking, we discussed about what else? Health issues. So can we discuss about jobs and employment? Jobs and employment, how our youths are getting employment, so that people can get to know what they need to do, what they need to also look forward or look into before maybe choosing a course, so that they can get jobs. We have people who've chosen courses which are not marketable. So a person is still at home until today. Still, we don't need to fight for this. I got a B+, but I'm still looking for a job. So
we only need to advise, and I want to ask our young people, sometimes ask for advice. You'll be helped. I agree with you that there are people who went to university, but the courses they were given or the courses they chose was not very marketable or not. I may not say marketable. It's not suitable. A course is a course, but not suitable. Because you may find somebody doing a course called a Bachelor of Anthropology. I don't know whether you understand. There is this anthropods. Yes. Dealing with cockroaches. Will you get a job in this country? Really? That's why I sometimes ask young people, before you choose these courses, please seek advice. Seek advice. We are free here. IGWE, you can look for us. You can advise them in our schools, so that we want them to deal with courses that will come back and give to the society, rather than picking courses for the sake, right? For example, I want to make an example. Courses like lawyer, once you go for law, you will have to create your own law firm. Because you intend to be employed as a judge. You will have to open your own law firm and start operating. Have you seen a law firm in Mount Elgon?
No.
But do we have cases in Mount Elgon?
Yes.
We have cases. So there's a job opportunity there already. So if you are a lawyer, you've taken law, you open a law firm in Kapsokwan, you have cases in courts. And courts are in Kimilili. And I'm very happy the Chief Justice has announced there's another court that is going to be built in Tongare. Are you aware? They have gazetted there is a court coming in Tongare. And I'm telling you, if we shall be people who have skills in us, we'll be able to create jobs for ourselves. Like what you are doing now, the mass communication. This mass communication. If you, as a person, you have these skills, you see, even you are streaming live, it's not for free. At least you earn a living out of this venture. So we must train our people to understand that skills that you get for your hand that is what you earn for a living. Don't wait. You find people selling land, right? A 1 acre to get a job.
Buy jobs.
You buy job. Do you know jobs that you buy, you will not stay in them? That's a fact. Wanasema nguo ya kuomba haisitiri. So if you decide to buy a job, yes, you will get a job. But ask me, will you even be promoted from that position you got it?
No.
You will not get promoted. Why? Because at the level of your education is somewhere. And so you just bought it, okay? You got a job. So you see, a person ends to a job and remains there forever.
Until he dies.
Until he dies. He'll not be somebody. So, but I want to ask our people that we must let the jobs look for us. Let the jobs look for us. Not us looking for jobs. Because we have all said like this. But let me tell you, the country wage bill is full. There are only two things you are waiting for. You are waiting somebody to retire or to die, so that we recruit others. So will you wait, IGWE, for me to retire, for you to be employed? Will you wait for me? You will now be praying that some people die, so that some people are employed. I want to tell our young people, time has come that we must look for hands-on skills. When you get to school, get skills, get knowledge, come and apply it. Don't come and sit and say, I'm waiting for a job to be advertised from a certain corner. We should now start thinking of how that knowledge you found in a university or in a college, you can apply it. Like, I like the way you are saying, the way you are doing it. You've started an Elgon TV. We've never had an Elgon TV before. And when you started, I am now seeing others also mashrooming with other things also. That is innovation. So if we can start thinking towards that direction, knowledge best, skills best, for us to be self-entrepreneur, that is the best advice I can give to our people in terms of jobs and employment. And when you have gotten a job, for those who have found a job, do it so well that somebody will remember you. Yeah. For example, today, there are those who have gotten jobs in county government. Do it until if you leave one day, they say there lived a certain man. There was a certain woman there. They did job perfectly. Even people will come for you and say, there's another job for you here. Let's do it very well until people feel that we are really working. We are working. So that's what I want to advise our people in this line. Those who are in working, but as you work, remember where you come from. I'll also reiterate that. Remember where you come from. You must do something back at home.
Charity starts at home.
Yes, you should do something back home. But let me not forget this. There is something I also want to ask our leaders. You've been given an opportunity to serve. I've talked about this array of issues. Pick what is relevant for our people and push and go with it. Run with it. Yeah, I'm free for any advice, or I give my own opinion, professional opinion to some areas. They can decide what to do with it. But I want to ask our leaders, what will you be remembered for? What will you be remembered, IGWE? Even me, I'm asking myself, I must do something when I leave. Even the young people will say they left a doctor somewhere.
Yeah, you leave a legacy.
I must leave a legacy. That is my point. So in terms of employment and jobs, that's my advice to them.
Okay, before you end there.
Yes.
Of recent, we've had teachers.
Yes.
Teachers who are employed under JSS.
Yes, JSS.
They are going through a strike. They're striking, peaceful striking, asking the government to employ them under PNP.
Yes.
Yeah. And according to the agreement, when they spoke to the media, they said they had agreed that they're going to work for 1 year.
Yes.
Under JSS. Then after 1 year, they are now confirmed under PNP. So what can you say concerning such kind of scenarios?
There's a very technical scenario visa in terms of JSS and government being the teachers being in interns for 1 year. Yes, the legitimate concerns that they are raising, but again there is some bit of confusion, which I think the ministry is trying to sort out. But I'm sure that the government of Kenya will sort out this issue of JSS, because there is even a debate where it should be domiciled. By the way, if you go today to our primary schools, junior schools, you get a people of class 7 or grade 7 tells you I'm a secondary student. It has already changed the mood. It has already changed the style. To my thinking, we must start thinking where this school here, because what I'm telling you, undertones, there is a fight between teachers in the junior school and now teachers in JSS, because they are all domiciled primary. So the JSS are saying they must control themselves. They look at those in junior as lesser. Yeah. Already there is some brewing war, and my advice to the government is they need to find an amicable solution to this issue of JSS and junior school. If you want to push it to secondary, then push it, right, so that they go to secondary, both junior and senior, right, and leave primary to remain at grade 6. But as it speaks now, there is I'm observing it is coming slowly, but they have legitimate concerns. And I even employed the government the other day. They said they will be taken on permanent, which was good, because a teacher is a teacher. Yeah.
At what age is one supposed to retire? Now that jobs nowadays are limited, you got a huge number of elites.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone is yearning to be employed permanently.
Yes.
And we still have those ones who are still in the office.
Yeah, the age of retirement 60, my brother, but you'll be given a terminal leave when you reach 57 there.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I told you, you've gone to class, you've gotten skills, start innovating yourself. Do something. Who told you that when you've trained for a teacher, you cannot be a farmer, best farmer? Yeah, so I will ask our people, please be innovative. Be innovative. Yeah, these jobs will get you. Let the jobs look for you. But you must do something for a living. Sure. Don't stay there and say, I'm waiting to be employed. My brother, you'll get old before even you are employed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. We're almost guys. We now want to enter into our natural sources. These are things that are produced from the home ground. Yes. Yeah, things like firewood, charcoal, water. We have tourism. Yes. Yeah, how does it benefit the people of the mountain? And so many others. Yeah, so what can you say about these natural resources? Because sometimes we've been hearing of people saying that we are not having water. Others are saying that food is expensive. Yes. Because a farmer or a buyer will go and buy the food from the farmer. From previous, let's say onions. Yes. Takes them to Chile. Then now the same farmer again follows the onions to the market. And buy them at a higher price. A price. It's true. Yeah. So say something concerning that. In terms of natural resources, let's begin with the issue of tourism. It is one of the potentials that has never been explored, both by county and national. We have very good caves in mountains, which can attract people to come there and visit. If the county government, and I'm asking those who are in county government, those who have been privileged, the deputy governor, we have the CC roads. If we shall explore on the tourism of the mountain, we will automatically create a job opportunity for the tour guides. We have caves there. We have caves, waterfalls. There are no caves in Kabuchai. There are no caves in Kanduye. Yeah. But we have waterfalls in the mountain there. We have very good caves there. The forest. Different species of trees. Yes. Flowers. So if we shall explore and market the region through tourism, I'm very sure we will employ some few sons and daughters of that region who know that area. Hotels will be built there, and people will come there who will get revenue. So it is and one area that has not been explored at all by the national government and county government. So my take is, if they do that direction, we will be very far. Like for example, if you see like where we have falls, even we have some natural water up there. In Chebiuk, there is a certain Sosablem. Have you gone to Sosablem? There is a place where they feel there is some waters there. Yeah, you see, we have the Rajamungu somewhere. The Rajamungus are there. We have very good things to see in mountain. But what is happening? We have not. You use them properly. Yes. And I ask those who have been opportunity. Let's cultivate this thing of tourism. It's one area that is pregnant. I didn't use that word. Pregnant to employ our people. We have elephants in the forest. We have elephant in the forest. And there are people who want to see the elephant. You want to see the elephant. So we need, even people have not seen Elgontik. Funny enough, they want to see Elgontik. We shall have a talk and say this is the Elgontik. Yeah. So it is, and in fact, Elgontik is called Elgontik. Have you seen a tick with a different name? No. Instead of Elgontik? No. It's only in this region. Yeah. So it's an area that we can employ. Number two, issue of water. Water is a natural resource. All our water is by gravity. And it is good. And again, this is something I also want to speak. When we tap resources from Mount Elgon, let the people of Mount Elgon be first. Let's be beneficiary first. Yeah. So water running. In fact, when I see water being done, for example, the one for Kaberwa, there is another one from Kaptama going down. We must see people closer to the resources are the first beneficiary of these resources. And they come by gravity, my friend. Yeah. By gravity. So I want to implore our leaders that, in fact, you should ensure that we have enough water within our region. Once we have enough water, we will be safe, my brother. So water is a natural resources, and God has blessed us. We have a few water rivers coming down.
2 weeks ago,
Yes.
the county government, together with the Korean government,
Yes.
they were launching the Quaker Phase 2 water.
Quaker Phase 2, yes.
Yeah, at Kubra.
At Kubra.
Kubra.
Yes.
2 big tanks of water. And the people living within the area,
yes,
the majority, they have got no those taps.
You see.
Going to their homesteads. And the water is feeding a huge number of people living within Bungoma County. So you said that your take, your advice to the county government or to the concerned body,
yes,
is that the people living near
the resources, let them first also reap from the resources
to enjoy.
Because let me tell you, for example, if you do not benefit the person near by the resource, those people have stayed with those resources for a long time and have kept it good, and that is why it's serving everyone. And it is good that they also appreciate the kind of resources, so they also appreciate the services. So let them also be benefit from the same resource. It is not good that water might be feeding thousands of other people, maybe even in Mias there, and the people where the water is coming from are asking themselves, where do we get water? They're going to the small rivers or downstreams. You see, it defeats logic. And that is why they say this, and I remember Jesus himself say, you must begin from home. When he told his disciples that before you go out and to preach, please begin from home. So I'll also take the concern and the county government that the resources that they are pulling for the people, let the people also around the resources be the beneficiaries, and we will be very happy. And in fact, the biggest problem Mount Elgon is water issue. Once water is there, sanitation will be okay, people will be healthy. So I will ask those resources must be properly also benefit the locals. Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Among other resources, yes. There are so many. But at least the main point, let it start from the owner. Yes. The people who are taking care of the resource, yes, to start benefiting. So thank you very much. I can see it is now 10 minutes after 10. Yeah, that's PM. Yes. 10 minutes imepita baada ya saa 4 usiku, 7 mashariki. So we are almost through our part 1, and I think Dr. Leonard Momos has got a lot. This might be our first talk or discussion, and next time we might come up with another vibrant discussion. Yes. Called part 2. Part 2. Yes. Either issues of border relationship, issues of pregnancies and the ground, like that, how to handle them. Yeah, that shall be well. So we are almost ending up our today's show. We discussed many things today. Now, generally, the kind of networking, do you think the leaders from Mount Elgon and maybe the Sabot community at large are having that proper networking as far as to bring development home? I think in my own view, we are not properly connected. And this is my my running call from our member of parliament, who is our leader, from our leaders, the MCS, to even the PS, and even those who are serving, including myself. I have said, let's leave personal interest away. Let's bring the interest of the community into play, so that we be able to discuss issues that are very key to our people. Even if we shall leave, by the way, a leader will never be there for life. There are times who come, they will go. Yeah, a leader will be for a certain period and they will go. So we must come together. When we come together and reason and talk of our issues, we will move far. The way we are not really connected. Yeah, I will want to see the member of parliament, I want to see the MCS sitting together, chatting the way forward on some issues, calling the professional, come together. But don't call for the purpose of your personal interest. You know, when I discover IGWE, you are calling us for your personal interest, to advance your issues, your personal. People will not come. But when you come and put the interest of the community at heart, I'm very sure no one will want to skip these meetings. So the point of us connecting, we are not very well connected, and I'll ask our people, let's be connected. Leaders, let's come together. When we come together, we'll make this area a better area. And I'm seeing, by the way, Elgon is Canaan. If you never knew. If you go to Turkana, people there, they have never seen rain. They suffer. But you get to Elgon, there is the way our climate is, my friend. We should thank God for placing us in this region.
Okay.
So we must come together.
So can you kindly advise just one word to the member of parliament?
Yes.
As far as unity is concerned. So with the MCS. What kind of advice would you actually give to the area MP so that development can flow?
I only have one issue. And this is my own view to him, that he's our leader. Whether we voted for him or not, he's our leader for this period up to 2027. He's our leader and we must give him respect. Yeah. So I only ask him to bring us together. That is my point. Bring us together. He's the leader at the helm of the constituency. Bring the lower leaders together. Let's canvass issues. I like the President Ruto's mission. Bottom up. Things must begin from down. Bring us who are the Wananchi, bring the MCS and yourself. Let's start from the bottom, going up. And I'm very sure when we start from the bottom, going up, we will be able to address so many issues. So my word to him is bring us together. Let's discuss. And I will want to ask, even when we are called, it's not about him. It is about us. If we say it is about us, we will save this region. But when I say it is about me, or because I am not in the same party with you, let's leave party. Parties are like vehicles that's taken us to a certain destination. Now we have reached there. Why can't we come together for the good of our people? And that is the best thing we can always discuss. The only offer we can give to people is we come together for the unity of purpose. The people whom are our people. Yeah, that is my advice. Call us together. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So Mheshimiwa, bring people together, share a common agenda, sit on the table, plan. The other team.
And of course, I want to also, before I finish, before you finish this show, I also want to advise those who are doing early politics. Please, let's allow the leaders who are there to do the work. We will see them there.
Early politics that
early politics.
Tomorrow this constituency is divided.
You know, even IGWE, that is too early. Even the constituency, we are talking, sometimes I laugh. I laugh because sometimes, let's speak from a point of information. When you find somebody say that we need 3 constituencies, it's not practical. Yeah, but I'm the first person I really support the division of the constituency into 2. If you look at the census of 2019, it supports that the constituency is now ripe to be divided into 2, not 3. You know, when you say 3, we have left ourselves. We now left our brains. We are now talking. No, the reality is, if it can be divided, and I'm praying it to be divided, 2. Number 2, understand this. Practicability of when it will be implemented is an issue that people need to understand. The IBC is not there, my brother, now. The IBC is not in office. And if, lucky enough, let them be brought December, January, they will have 2 years and have to plan for the election. So as I speak, I'm wondering, people are thinking of Elgon East, Elgon whatever. You see, my brother, we will have constituency probably going up to 2032 for information. Because if the IBC will come, they will prepare for election of 2027. They will not start dividing the constituencies. Yeah. So the implementation of the constituency can either be done in 2032, and take my words. Take it where you can take it. But take it to the bank. Keep it to the bank. 2032, God will give us health. We might implement the constituency 2032. Yes. Of maybe having Elgon East and Elgon West. That is a reality. And if it will come early, the better. But my bottom line, implementation can be in 2032. That one I guarantee you, take it to the bank.
Okay, thank you. So we are almost, thank you very much. There are so many people who are yearning to be the member of parliament, Mount Elgon East, if the constituency shall be divided into 2. Yeah? And you heard, it is not that easy. So if you really dream to be an MP, then prepare to tackle the entire Mount Elgon.
Mount Elgon, yeah. Unless you try to unseat the honorable member now. Yeah. Don't start saying east and there's nothing called east and west. It's not there. Or wait for 2032. And I've told you, I guarantee you, take it to the bank.
So while you're still looking for 232, you can start from the lower seat.
Yes.
The MCA seat.
Yeah, maybe they can begin from there. Yeah, they can begin from there.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
Yeah.
I know reality is bitter, but that is a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. The discussion is getting sweet and sweeter. YouTube. Thank you for watching YouTube. Facebook comments are also there. Let me have a look at them. We're almost ending up. Princess Viola watching live. Thank you very much, Princess Viola. Other comments. I think Princess Viola, I've read your comment. And MC Ronex watching live from Kaptama, Dukes. Thank you very much. Last but not least.
Yes.
The issue of marginalization and the minority communities in Kenya. If today one says that from Mount Elgon we are marginalized, or we are the minorities among those in Kenya, what do you say about that?
Personally, at the level I'm preached, I am a proponent of one name. We are all Kenyans. There is nowhere a tribe has taken somebody elsewhere. It has not benefited. But I wanted us, and I want to like the Singapore way of life. Do you know they deleted in your ID your tribe? So that you are just called IGWE from Kenya. So that nobody will see you from the lenses of your tribe. I am a proponent that we as the people, we must place ourselves strategically so that you don't cry. We are in a lamentation corner saying we are a marginalized, we are a minority, we are not, for example. Today we say you are marginalized. Now telling me some of the things you are marginalized. Yeah. Instead of you sitting in a strategic position, discuss your issues, find solutions, you will find yourself in even better houses or in better places. So me, I do not see this point of saying marginalized. Now, if you say marginalized, we are trying to balkanize the region into a certain corner, or that we are crying. We must now stop crying. When will we cry? We've been crying since when? Some time back. Up to today, we are still crying. The time has come that we must now say, we don't need to cry. We need now to find solutions for our own way, chart our own way. And that will make us move away from this cocoon of marginalized minority. When you say, I'm a small thief, I'm a thief, one day you'll be put in the prison. So we have put ourselves in the prison of marginalization. Let's move out from the prisons. Let's now say we are Kenyans. We can also struggle and penetrate our way. So my take will be that we find a way of making ourselves better, but not crying on marginalization or minorities. We are a better place. And I say education is the equalizer. Yeah. Once you've gone to school, you'll get a job. Nobody will feel. In fact, nowadays, the job opportunity say those who are a minority and marginalized are asked or requested to apply more. You see, the country has tried to address the issue. So we must try to move away from that kind of quotes. And I will ask the people and our people from this region, please stop talking about this thing. We are minority, we are marginalized, please. And I saw people in Nairobi talking about we are in this government, I'm serving here. We are all over. So please, let's try to find a way of talking
to each other. I remember during the Arambe that was conducted at Moigal Kaptama.
Kaptama. Yes.
Honorable Kapondi had to call all the names.
Not even to call. I can use the word paraded. Yes. Yes, that is the best language. Paraded, yes.
Said we have, I personally am at the National Assembly.
Yes.
We have so and so. Mention a good number. About 15.
Yes.
People are working in this government of Kenya. And they ask the question, having all these people working for the government,
yes,
does it mean that we are marginalized? Does it mean that the government is not recognizing disabled people, community, also to engage them in this office? And he made it clear, and I remember, I think people had to understand. So you've also added by telling us much more concerning the same. So I think we've come to the end of today's show, and we will plan another one, part 2, in part 1. And how was the discussion? Maybe.
No, the discussion has been good, and I'm happy that you came around to see me for this, to share with people about governance, about leadership and development. And I think this is the start of things. It is good that when we educate ourselves, even me, I wanted to get the comments that you are reading. I'm able to learn what people are saying. This is an interactive session. It's a start of the debate on issues that affects us. Yeah, in unison, we can speak about one matter or the other. Yeah, so to me, the debate has been good, and I wish you continue this way, so that next time we shall have part 2. Again, I think now part 2, this part 1 you looked for me, part 2 I'll look for you.
Okay.
Yeah, it is time now to look for you. Yes, so that we can enlighten our society, so that we all are equipped with knowledge.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'm sure you enjoyed the show with Dr. Leonard Momos from wherever you've been watching us from. So I'm giving you like a minute. See your final comments. Like you can say good night, Daktari, good job, like that. And as well, you can send a greeting, one comment I can read for you. Senjenti Rob Zakaria says that informative discussions. Kudos.
Asante.
Herbert Sile. Herbert Sile was one of the candidates. MCA seat Elgon Ward.
Yes.
Saying Dr. Momos is right. According to new constitution 2010,
Yes.
boundary review, which was done in 2012, should be done after 8 to 12 years. He is right that since the time limit is surpassed, an IEBC, he has wrote paragraphs.
Yes, paragraphs.
The IEBC commissioners not in the place it makes it predictable for one to anticipate for the earliest view to come 2032. However, we still have some avenues to peg on for reviews to be done before 2027. The Parliament has power to amend 1 or 2 clauses, and the time limit will have been lived back. I request Doc to do adequate research before sending us to bank.
You see, my brother, I work in parliamentary, and I know parliamentary processes. What he's talking about, I'm experienced in parliamentary matters.
Yes.
And that's why when I'm telling you, to amend the law is not easy as he's thinking. Yeah, parliamentaries have that route, they can amend the law. But I'm talking about practicability of putting commissioners in office and beginning the work.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Changing law is easier. Yeah, that one is not big issue. But let him speak of practicability. And that is why the notion has been in the community that this thing can be done in 2027. I'll tell you for free. And I've told him. And that is why the notion has been in the community. Let him take it to the bank. I'm still again taking it to the bank. Because the reality is, I've been in these parliamentary processes and I know what happens. And let me tell you, is anybody discussing about IBC now? No, everybody's quiet. And the practicability is coming to office and start executing are two different things. So let him understand. If it is cooperative bank, let him keep it there and wait for me.
Okay,
we'll meet at Kapsakwan, we'll talk these things.
Thank you. So come 2027,
yes.
Now that the constituency would have not been divided into 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think all the candidates who are there 2022 will be there at 2027?
I do not know. It is at the top.
According to you, is politics something easy?
Politics is
or cheap?
Or just politics, let me tell you, anyone can just say, I want to be a leader.
Yes.
Many people will come.
Yes.
But let me tell you, among all those, one will be picked. So for those who are in 2022, I don't know whether they will come back. Even others will crop up again. They will all want to be in peace. So what I'm only guaranteeing them, put people's issues in the forefront. And let's listen what you want to present. And you might be lucky. Yeah, present an alternative solution to our problems. And I've discussed about some of them here. So if the guy you're saying is an aspirant or he was running for an
MCA for Ward.
Yeah, why was he defeated? You need to ask such a kind of questions. It is what will happen again in 20
27.
Again, either you are picked or not. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Finally, the county politics. Yeah,
Yes.
I know you're also a voter. Do you think Dimas Barasa, the bishop,
the so-called bishop,
bishop,
bishop is a religious name. He has given him a religious. In politics, then you bring a religious name in politics.
So do you think he will defeat the former governor, Wycliffe Wangamati, or others will be also vying for the gubernatorial seat? Like we have PS Juma Mukwana, among others.
I don't want to comment about them because as a strategist, politics is a game of numbers. It's a game of numbers. And all those that come, they will present people-based issues. What I will ask, if it is Bishop Didymus Barasa, come up with the people-based issues. Me, I want the politics of best issues touching on people. Not this issue, I throw bad things to you, I say bad to you. So to them, whether it's Didymus, whether it's former governor, whether it is Mukwana, or somebody else will come, even IGWE will come. What I only want to ask all of them, one of them will be picked by the people who want to convince the people. And the governance is about the followership. Convince the people. So to me, I will not tell you who will be the winner.
But you know.
But among them, one will take off. One will take over, but I don't know.
There is some you feel.
Yeah.
There is some you just feel. You know,
I may not want. I don't want to go that direction because I've said politics are a game of numbers. Yes. And anything in politics, anything is possible.
Yes.
Anything is possible. You might think I'm running with you, and I come and support you. You never know.
Yeah.
So to me, I want to say that yes, all of them are presenting themselves. Let's wish whoever takes it will be our leader. Okay. At the end of the day, one will be picked.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm reading the last question, the last comments. Some are N. Kapugo. We need more development than politics. Thank you. Nabruk Isaac, brain power. Lovely, healthy discussion. I am following through. So, daktari, tuma salamu nyumbani. Pia gote mabeshte pale mtaani.
Sasa hao mabeshte mtaani sasa ndio niliona siku moja ulikuwa mtaani Kaptama. Unauliza who was the MCA? First MCA of I don't know. Kaptama Ward.
Yes.
Na ulikuwa umepatia hawa 50 shillings. Nikaona jamaa anapiga tu msitu. Anyway, first I want to thank you for coming, and I want also to thank the viewers who are watching us online. I think this has been our first discussion. I think we shall have part 2 where we will again discuss on so many other issues. I want to appreciate you for taking your time listening to us. Some of you could be sleeping now, but you've taken your time to listen. We are just sharing. And I've also seen your comments. IGWE has been posting issues here and raising issues. I think we've had. So we still ask you to continue debating. Let this debate now continue. Rolling.
Before you finish,
yes,
this comment is sweet.
Yes.
The other, okay, this is Sabat Sile once again.
Once again.
He's saying that IGWE, unaweka maneno kwa mdomo wa daktari. Unataka aseme bishop will take. Doc is wife bwana.
You see, such a kind of, people will decide. But Sabat Sile, that's good. I thank you. There is how you need to handle matters, politics. And that is how we do it. Yeah.
So you are still thanking the audience?
Yeah. I thank the audience for listening to us and taking your time to watch us. I think IGWE is doing a great job, and I think I support this kind of initiative.
Thank you.
So that we can also continue enlightening the society. And in part 2, we might discuss other things which also will help us improve our community and improve ourselves. Otherwise, let me greet our people from Mount Elgon. I know there are my friends in Kaptama there, like Alex Main, Alex Main. The people like Brown, MCA wa Kaptama, Chemion, unajua alioa msichana kutoka kwetu. So ni shemeji yangu. Niko na MCA wa Elgon. Hao ni marafiki wangu. Joan ni MCA wangu. I come from Kamneras Kapkatenyi Ward. Ula wa Kengere. anaitwa MC Simoto. He's my
Frank
good friend. And you know Sero, Sero was when I was teaching in Kaptama, he was my principal.
Your principal, yes.
So na unajua wakati nilianza masters, yeye ndiye alilipia the first 10,000 shillings. Nikamwambia nitamrudishia, mpaka leo sijamrudishia. Na sitaki aniulize hiyo pesa. Hiyo siwezi mrudishia. Yeye kiendacho mganga kirudi, lakini namshukuru. Na MC wa Cheseto na wengine. And even Honorable Fred Kapondi, you are our leaders, and I respect you, and I want to pray that deliver for the people, deliver for us. You are given the opportunity. So they say the best dancer knows the time to leave the stage.
Yeah.
Don't overstay the stage.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. To me, I want to say to my followers who've been watching the events from the start to the end, big up sana, kazi nzuri. Even to our able leaders who have supported us, especially Legon TV, to reach where we are now. In fact, Daktari, we are now the leading online platform in Bungoma here.
Yes.
With 38,000
that's good.
followers.
That's good.
Which is not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. So we are number one followed by Masimbi. We have Fununu, we have Ikwe, we have those of Gopcon, among others.
Yes.
So we say thank you very much for choosing Elgon TV Kenya to be your online platform to discuss issues across Mount Elgon, Saboti, and Endebess constituency. So if you are new here, you're not a member of Elgon TV, just make sure you like our page, follow us, be a member. I likewise go to our YouTube channel, subscribe so that you become a member of Elgon TV Kenya every day. Without forgetting also, we are doing advertisements now. If you have a business you'd like us to advertise it for you, you can call the number that is passing down on your screen right now. Then you'll reach us. If you want us to cover your event live, if it is a wedding ceremony, it is a political ceremony, it is let me say nowadays we also cover funerals proceedings, so that the family members who are far can follow the proceedings of the funeral. You can call us, we'll come and cover your event. So thank you very much, Rapture TV. This is my friend. He's saying I have joined late, but I may recap the show baadaye. Thank you very much. Rapture TV is another online TV in Bungoma here.
Okay.
So he follows. Okay, I'm like his mentor now.
Okay.
He loves what I do.
Okay.
Kingo Mike, well informed, Daktari.
Thank you.
So thank you very much with those many remarks. Let's wish you good night.
Yeah, good night to everybody.
My wife.
Oh yeah.
You know, she must be watching.
Yeah, your wife must be watching, but I think mine should be.
And you know, I've normally been watching. I've been working with her.
Yeah.
Mostly. Yeah. But today, I told you, see.
Yeah, please, Daktari had to make some conditions. I only needed IGWE today.
Yes.
Yes.
So good night, babe. Sleep well. Tomorrow morning I'll be at home and we'll still work together.
Yeah.
So
you are safe. You are in safe hands.
Thank you very much.
So you should be aware that you are safe.
I'm safe. In fact,
yeah.
I'm eating well.
Yes.
And I'm going to sleep well.
Thank you.
Let's meet tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr.
Bye, everybody.
God bless you.
I wish you well.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now the market studio.
Yeah. No, we will market another time. We'll market another time. Thank you. Yeah.